Critical Role's Daggerheart released today, and there's one aspect of it that is really throwing me off. And I've seen it discussed from Spencer Stark and Matt Mercer in some interviews they've been doing online as part of the rounds. And it's the idea that the players are having more control over the world. As a Dungeon Master, it's really throwing me off. So I'll give the example that they gave. Basically, in an interview with Bonus Action on YouTube, they said that, for instance, the players open something up and they find a letter. And normally, right, as a Dungeon Master, you would tell them what the letter says, right? You'd say, it says this and that and the third. Well, Matt gave the example of just giving that to the players. So they open it, they look at it, and he goes, okay, tell me what the letter says. And all of a sudden, the player is then saying, well, the letter says that there's treasure in a cave over here, and it's protected by these monsters, and it's a dangerous area. And then Matt would take that, and he'd go and create that environment. That's just odd to me. Like, the player is dictating the world now, the monsters, the loot, that, like, it's a very different experience. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's thrown me for a whirl because it takes the Dungeon Master away from this sort of, I make these decisions, I plan these things out, they're surprises to you, and I'm not saying you can't still fit things in, but it throws it off a little. And I feel like it could change up, like, the player's immersion. How are they supposed to be that immersed in this world as their character? Their character's immersion in the world when their character player is then telling you what the world has in it versus being in it. But I'm curious what you all think about that idea that, and they gave more than one example, that they hand things to the players and the players tell them as the Dungeon Master things about the world and what's happening and where the loot is and what monsters there are in these things. I get it. It's supposed to be more collaborative and narrated. And so it gives players the ability to kind of take a role as a Dungeon Master for split seconds here and there. But I don't know. It's throwing me off. So share what you think down in the comments. I'd love to see.